planet Earth about to be recycled. Your only chance to evacuate is to leave with us.
Heaven's Gate was an American UFO religious group founded in the early 1970s by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles. The group gained widespread attention in 1997 when its members committed mass suicide in order to reach what they believed was an extraterrestrial spacecraft following the Comet Hale-Bopp. The beliefs of Heaven's Gate were deeply rooted in a mixture of Christianity, science fiction, and conspiracy theories. Marshall Applewhite, often referred to as Do, and Bonnie Nettles, known as T, claimed to be the two witnesses mentioned in the Book of Revelation in the Bible. They preached that the earth was about to be recycled, and that the only way to survive was to leave their physical bodies behind and ascend to a higher level of existence aboard a spacecraft they believed was trailing behind the Comet Hale-Bopp. Members of Heaven's Gate lived an extremely disciplined and regimented lifestyle. They renounced all personal possessions and lived communally, often in rented houses or compounds. They wore uniforms and followed a strict code of conduct set forth by Applewhite, whom they revered as their leader and spiritual guide. The tragic end of Heaven's Gate came in March 1997, when 39 members, including Marshall Applewhite, were found dead in a mansion in Rancho Santa Fe, California. They had committed suicide by ingesting a lethal cocktail of phenobarbital and vodka, and many members also had plastic bags tied over their heads. They believed that by ending their physical lives, they would be able to leave their earthly bodies behind and board the spacecraft they believed was followed by the comet. The mass suicide shocked the world and brought intense scrutiny to the beliefs and practices of Heaven's Gate. It also raised questions about the influence of charismatic leaders and the dangers of extremist ideologies. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the remaining members of the group faced numerous challenges, including legal battles and attempts by family members to understand how their loved ones could have been drawn into such a dangerous belief system. Heaven's Gate is a cautionary tale about the power of charismatic leaders to manipulate and control their followers, as well as the dangers of extremist beliefs taken to their extremes. The group's tragic end is a reminder of the importance of critical thinking, skepticism, and vigilance in the face of ideologies that promise salvation through unquestioning obedience. But history shows that this isn't the first time leaders have tried to mislead their followers with tales of the end of the world and extraterrestrial beings. We can't overlook the mass hysteria surrounding the Millennium Bug, which predicted the end of the world in 2000, nor can we forget the fraudulent claims of numerous gurus and so-called experts who insisted that 2012 would herald the return of Planet X and aliens, spelling doom for humanity. Yet time and again, these predictions proved to be unfounded, and swiftly those who propagated such falsehoods pivoted to peddling new deceptions.
If NASA did discover, or should I say rediscover, a 10th planet in our solar system, then why would they have the need to cover it up? I mean, this would be the biggest discovery of the century, and yet, if it is covered up, there must be some reason to withhold this information from the public.
What exactly is Planet X supposed to do? Well, like I said, it causes a pole shift. Now, it doesn't have to collide with us because of the gravitational attraction of this larger body. Exactly. Just as if you took two magnets next to each other, they influence each other. Okay. Planets are like big magnets.
The memory of their past lives faded into obscurity as they embark on their next ventures of misinformation. Unfortunately, many continue to lend credence to their new fabrications, perpetuating a cycle of deceit. As we now confront yet another purported end-of-the-world scenario, tied to the solar eclipse on April the 8th, it begs the question, have we not learnt from our past mistakes? Are we addicted to the fear these theories propagate? Perhaps some find solace in the drama, while those peddling these lies undoubtedly relish the attention and profits garnered from spreading such nonsense. Instead of dwelling on fear and uncertainty, let's strive to live each day with gratitude and happiness. Even if the world were on the brink of destruction, worrying about it wouldn't alter the outcome. Let's seize the precious time we have, for life is fleeting.